What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So Biden wins. So that is the talk today. So we have President-elect Joe Biden. He will be taking over the presidency in January. And we need to talk about how this is going to affect another stimulus package. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. All right, so we need to talk about this. So what does this mean for the next stimulus package? So let's kind of back up and talk about the different chambers of Congress and where they are. So right now in the House of Representatives, it looks like the Republicans were able to, they were able to gain 8 seats. So they're still not the majority. We still have the majority of Democrats in the House. And so that means that Nancy Pelosi or whoever they nominate as the speaker will be leading the House. Now, when we look at the Senate, it's a little more confusing because we have 2 seats that have to do runoff. So in Georgia, you have 2 senators that are going to be doing runoffs. If you guys want to know more information about that, I posted a video a couple of days ago about that, so I'll have a link above so you guys can check it out. But what it comes down to is if those 2 seats go to the Democratic Party, then now we're looking at the Senate will be run by Democrats. However, if the Republicans get those 2 seats, then they'll be the majority, or if they even split, then they'll be the majority. So that's what we're looking at right now when it comes to the Senate. So we still have a split when it comes to the Senate is run by Republicans right now, and the Democrats are running the House. So basically in January, we could have Joe Biden as president, the House run by Democrats, and the Senate run by Democrats if they can win those 2 seats. Or we'll have President Joe Biden will have the Democrats running the House and the Republicans running the Senate. Now, if the Republicans run the Senate, they can really stonewall and not do anything. And Mitch McConnell is known for this. He did this in the Obama administration. So we might be in a situation where we're not seeing much getting done because Mitch McConnell will just kill any bill that comes to him. He just won't even address it. So we'll have to see where it goes in January. But we need to talk about the stimulus package right now. So what's going to happen in the next couple of months? Is it possible for us to see another stimulus package? Mitch McConnell has basically said that he's open to open up discussions again about another stimulus package. My concern right now is the president. He's not all in anymore. Now that President Trump is not going to be coming back, he's not going to be all in, and he's not going to want to even talk about this anymore. So that means that negotiations will stall. You're not going to have Steven Mnuchin negotiating with Nancy Pelosi if the president is over this whole thing. And so that's my biggest concern. And because we had it all messed up when it came to negotiating before, and Mitch McConnell wasn't in the room negotiating when he should have been in the room, now we're looking at a situation where if the White House backs off, well, who's going to be doing the negotiating? That means that Mitch McConnell is going to have to step up and start doing some negotiating with Nancy Pelosi directly. We already know Mitch McConnell doesn't really want a big package, so he wants something more streamlined. So that's going to be another issue. So another important thing that we need to watch is, will President-elect Joe Biden, will he influence Nancy Pelosi? Will he start talking to Nancy Pelosi? He is now the leader of the Democratic Party. And so he can step in and say, look, this is where we need to go with this. Prior to this, he was just a candidate running for office. Now that he is a president-elect, that carries a lot of power. So he can sit down with Nancy Pelosi and say, look, we need to get something done now in the next couple of months before I get inaugurated because the people need it now. And you don't want to wait and have things get even worse. And so when he comes in office, now has all this stuff that he has to try to deal with. I don't know exactly how President Trump is going to handle this, and none of us know. I mean, he's already talking now that he's not going to concede and that he is going to continue to fight when it comes to going to the courts and all that. So we don't know what's going to happen when it comes to President Trump, and is he even going to be focused on anything to help the people before he leaves? So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I think President-elect Joe Biden will get in there and talk with Nancy Pelosi and say, look, you need to work out something. And if we can get something done now, at least half, then we can work on the rest later. Now, I'm hoping that half will have stimulus checks in it, but we'll have to see where that goes. We know Mitch McConnell is not interested in stimulus checks in the sense that that's not his priority. There are other things that are his priority: PPP, liability protection, enhanced unemployment. Those are some of his priorities right now. but he has not made stimulus checks a priority. So it could be a situation where that's what he's going to be really, really pushing for. Hopefully Nancy Pelosi can push back, and at least we can get something done before the end of the year. At this point, that is the only thing we can hope for. And then after Joe Biden is inaugurated, then we can move on and go with some other stuff. Maybe they can do shorter time periods. Nancy Pelosi's been talking about that. So have some of the same stuff in there, but just make it a shorter time period. That way, let's say extend it till March, and then in March they can revisit it, and at least President Joe Biden will be there at that time, and then they can sit down. We'll know who's controlling the Senate at that time. So we'll just have to see where everything goes when it comes down to it. So very interesting. Joe Biden wins, so that's going to change up the strategy when it comes to another stimulus package. I want to know what you guys think. So what do you guys think about Joe Biden winning? Do you think that would mean a larger stimulus package for us? Let us know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.